Yeah. Good morning, all of you. So please reply in the chat box whether it is inaudible or not. Yeah. So thanks for replying, all of you, please. Thanks for replying, all of you. Yeah. So and before start the session, let us fix the agenda. What exactly for today's session? Let us fix. So what we have understood in the last session, please. We understood very clearly what is DevOps in the last session, please. But today, our agenda is what exactly? What is AWS? Let us focus on what is AWS. By end, let us conclude what is a relation between AWS with what DevOps. So this is what exactly we are agenda for today. Yeah. So before start, some new students are there. Today, some new students are joined. Let them get benefit. So first, whatever we have discussed in the last session, let us revise. So within 5 to 10 minutes, then we will discuss about what is AWS. Okay. And before that, let us course overview. We're already discussed, but let it be repeated again. So totally how many courses, guys, please here? Totally 2 courses. DevOps with AWS will be and AWS administration. These 2 courses will be covered. The total duration of this course is what? 4 months. Before joining in this course, which are all the prerequisites? Linux basics required, shell script is required. That I will be covered, don't worry. No programming, Java, .NET, Python is not required. If you have already, very good. If you are already learning Java, if you're already working with Java, no problem, you can join. Without programming skills also, you can join in this course. You require a laptop configuration with the minimum Windows 10 Pro, minimum 4 GB RAM, i3 process. It's fine. Okay, who can join in this course? Freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. Non-IT background students can join in this course. Any career gap students also can join in this course. And the minimum qualification to join in this course is any graduate. Any graduate, yes, please. So if you join in this course, which are all the benefits? Daily class recording after the payment, you will receive via Google Drive. These recordings are available. You can access up to 11 months from date of registration. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects I will be covered in front of you, and materials. And our course starts with very basic level, finish with advanced level. And each and every class is practically implemented in front of you that you need to practice on a daily basis. For example, 1 hour class, whatever we attend in the 1 hour class, after I'm going to be giving an assignments, it will be recorded and it you need to complete on the same day. 1 hour for class, minimum 2 hours you need to take to complete our assignments. Totally you need to spend per day 3 hours. Before joining in this course, you need to commit 3 hours per day. And after completion of course completed certificate also you'll receive. Daily 1 hour class. The class timing is 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. So the classes from Monday to Saturday. The classes are from Monday to Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete AWS, for daily recordings. For daily recordings. If you want to talk to admin, yeah, please use this number. This is our admin number 9297 So I'm gonna be share this information. I'm gonna be share this information in the chat box. So please make it note with the further communication. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let us start. Let us start. So what we have discussed in the last class, please. In the last session, in the beginning, I have discussed with you what is an application, what is the server, what is SDLC. Tell me what is an application. Anybody help me in the chat box? What is an application? Anybody reply? You can unmute, you can talk to me also. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming language, we call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. Clear. We understood what is an application, what is the server also. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have a several stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. By following these all stages and phases, we can able to implement a software for doing a business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon. If you want to build a Flipkart kind of application, what we need to do, please? First, analysis. First, we need to analysis. Gathering. Analysis means what? Gathering information from the client. How exactly the login page, how exactly the registration page, each and everything will be gathered. Based on gathering information, our architects will be designed. Design is nothing but a plan. Based on the plan, our developers will implement the lines of code by using automation test cases or Selenium test cases. Applications on hundreds of servers. Placing our applications on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, we're gonna be accessing our internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, we're gonna be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which we are calling as what? Our software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle. In this software development lifecycle, directly or indirectly, we are part of our SDLC process. If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionality. But if you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly? Let us understand, please. If you are a DevOps engineer, DevOps means what? The combination of software development plus operation. We call as what? DevOps. That means the combination of software development plus we calling as what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities as a DevOps engineer, as our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what operation? That means we are part of coding, building, testing, release, deploy, operation, and monitoring. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding, we are not writing any test cases, just we are gonna be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. Is DevOps is a technology? No. Is DevOps is a technology like Java.NET Python? No. It is not like Java, it is not like Python. DevOps is a process. DevOps is an automated process from dev environment to operations. While implementing this DevOps process, we are following a set of rules, principles, and methodology. DevOps is a process. So, for example, while implementing this DevOps process, usually developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code we're gonna be making working software. We're gonna be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with a high quality, with low cost is nothing but what exactly our DevOps process. But as a DevOps process, as a DevOps engineer, whenever you are getting into the company, what is in exactly your roles and responsibilities? As a DevOps engineer, we're gonna be replacing with what? Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. So what is in exactly complex pipeline? Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. Our DevOps process is a transparent pipeline. Sir, why we are calling SDLC is a complex pipeline? Because of it is a manual process. From analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance, it is a manual process. Due to this manual process, if we got an issue, any problem, any error in middle of the process, for identification, it will take a long time. For resolving issue also, it will take a long time. That means the cost will be increased. Cost will be increased. The quality will be decreased, and customer is not satisfied. Example we already discussed in the last session. So water pipeline, it is a big water pipeline and underground somewhere else. It's a blockage is there. Can able to find immediately? No. It is a blockage. We can't find it immediately. So for finding it will take time. For resolving issue also it will take time. But in meanwhile, a customer is waiting for what waters. They are taking water tanks, roaming with buckets, and the customers are not satisfying. The same way, if you got an issue in the RSDLC process, so for identification it will take long time. For resolving issue also it will take long time. That means the cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased. That is the reason to overcome this problem, we are replacing with what? Our DevOps transparent pipeline. But for example, let's say if it is everything is transparent, it is in this transparent pipeline. If you got any blockage, if you got any blockage, by one look itself, we can able to find it or not. Can able to resolve as soon as possible or not? Tell me. The same way, DevOps is an automated transparent pipeline. Automated transparent pipeline, even though if you got an issue, any problem, any error, immediately we can able to find it, we can able to resolve as soon as possible, and we are going to be making working software, we're going to be delivering as soon as possible. That means the cost is reduced, the quality will be increased, customer is sorry, customer is satisfied. That is the reason we are going to be replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this only. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operations. But for implementing this DevOps process, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what operation? Means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. But to be frankly, we are not doing any planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. But how exactly we can implement? How we can able to implement this DevOps transparent pipeline? Yeah, by using this tool stack. Which are all the tool stack we are gonna be learning? Let it be list down, please. First, Git we are gonna be learning. Maven we are gonna be learning. Jenkins we are gonna be learning. JFrog we are gonna be learning. SonarQube we gonna be learning. Ansible, AWS, Amazon Web Services, Docker, and Kubernetes, and Alkalistic, Logstack, Kibana, and Terraform. So these are all the tools we are gonna be using for implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. Sir, let us understand, sir, how we are using these are all the tool stacks. How we are using these are all the tool stack in our DevOps process. First, we are gonna be using Git. Git is a version control. By using it, all developer lines of code in dev environment, we are not writing lines of code. Writing is responsible by the developer, not by you. Whatever the lines of code is written by developer, those lines of code we are gonna be maintaining by. Once if it is maintained, that lines of code we need to build automatically by helping of Maven. Maven is a build tool. Once if it is maintain and build, all developer lines of code we need to integrate continuously. For that, we are gonna be using Jenkins. Jenkins is a CI automation, continuous integration, continuous delivery working software tool. By using Jenkins, we can able to implement continuous integration, making working software, and continuous delivery. So continuously integrating all developer lines of code, we're gonna be execute by executing test cases, making working software, and continuously delivering into the release. The release is nothing but what? JFrog. JFrog is a active factory. By helping of the JFrog active factory, we can maintain stable builds like var files we can able to maintain. Yeah, by and moreover, we are going to be learning SonarQube. SonarQube is a code analyzer, whether the developers are following standards or not, whether the developers are using right functions or not. We are gonna be using for analyzing of our Java lines of code, whatever may be. Yeah, by using it, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, we can able to implement our CI/CD, continuous integration, making working software, continuous delivery. And then from delivery, we're gonna be deploying our application, placing our website. I repeat, placing our websites on hundreds of servers, we calling as for deployment. Got it very clear, all of you? How exactly we can able to maintain these hundreds of servers? By helping of configuration management. What is the configuration management? replacing a manual process with an automated process on a hundreds of service we calling as a configuration management. Whatever may be installing software, changing files, configuration files, uninstalling software, I want to do at a time automatically on a hundreds of servers. How exactly? By using Ansible. Ansible is a configuration management tool. And we're going to be learning AWS, Amazon Web Services. By using AWS, we can able to get a infrastructure like a network, a storage, database, whatever infrastructure which we can able to get it. On top of this infrastructure, we can able to implement by helping of Ansible. Repeat again, whatever the servers, hundreds of servers we wanted, we can able to get it from cloud. Yeah, we can able to get it either physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud. But which cloud we are gonna be? AWS. On top of AWS servers, yeah, we're gonna be placing our application, our websites very easily by helping of Ansible. Not only placing our websites on AWS service, we can able to deploy our websites on Docker container. What is a Docker container? Docker container is an isolated area which you can place our websites very easily with low cost, with high quality. And these Docker containers we can able to manage or controlled by Kubernetes. And we're going to be learning Elk, Elastic, Logstash, Kibana, and Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By using Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud. Yeah, by using it, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, AWS, Amazon Web Services, Docker, ELK, and Terraform, we can able to implement an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. But while implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we require a infrastructure. Sir, what is infrastructure? What is infrastructure? Anybody help me? What is infrastructure? For example, to conduct this DevOps class, what kind of infrastructure is required? Chairs, tables, fan, AC, laptop, internet connection, Zoom meeting. Okay. So these are all infrastructure is required to conduct this DevOps class or not? Tell me. The same way for deploying, placing a Flipkart kind of application, what kind of infrastructure is required? That is the question. Okay. Majorly, servers are required, networks are required, database is required, store is required, and more services. I'll repeat. First, what is an application? What is an application? Application is nothing but a website, what we are understanding, right? But for maintaining this website, for deploying this website, what kind of infrastructure we require? This majorly this infrastructure is required. Okay, good. But how many ways we can able to get, as we discussed? How many ways to get infrastructure, please? As we discussed already, no? Yeah, we can able to get either from physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud, or from cloud. But okay, but what is an exactly a cloud computing? What is exactly cloud? To specifically, what is a cloud computing? Anybody? What is a cloud computing? Very simple. Very simple. What is a cloud computing? If we can access the remote placed resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. But if you want to understand what is a cloud computing, first, what is a data center? Let us understand. Tell me, what is a data center? These data centers are located in different geographical locations, please. These data centers are located in different geographical locations, like in Mumbai, in Hyderabad, in Singapore, in UK, in US, in London, in so many places. These data centers are located physically. The cloud providers are maintaining either AWS or Azure. They are responsible to build. From these data centers, whatever the resource required for maintaining our website, if we can able to get it from those resources from our internet from this places, we calling as what? Cloud computing. But let us understand with the slides. Yeah. So what is an exactly cloud computing? We understood what are the data center, am I right? So the huge computing power keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as a data center. These data centers are located in different geographical locations. From these data centers, whatever the infrastructure is required, if we can access, our internet as a website, our internet as a, if we can access our internet, we calling as a cloud computing. Yeah. Repeat again. For deploying our applications, for maintaining our websites, for maintaining our websites, what kind of infrastructure is required? What kind of infrastructure is required? Either server or a network storage. This remote place, from this remote place, if we can access our internet is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Repeat again. The remote placed resources, whatever the servers, network, storage, databases, if we can access our internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. But any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure, either AWS or Azure, Google. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. By using cloud, we are not buying anything. Just we are going to be get it, and based on usage, we are going to be pay rent. It is just like your car. So I'll give an example to understand. You want to go to the railway station, for example, by car. How many ways we can able to get a car? Two ways. Either you need to buy a new car or a rental car. Tell me, which is the preference just for reaching a railway station? Are you book a wala cab or rental car? Are you booking a rental car or are going to be buying a new car? Definitely book a rental car, am I right? Wala, Uber are options we have, am I right? So book a wala or Uber, getting into the car, reach your railway station, whatever tariff we need to pay. But instead of booking a rental car, go for buying a car. We need to pay 100% upfront amount or not, like a 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. Driver is required, pollution check, driving license, insurance copy, RC. Lot of headache is and monthly maintenance also. That the same way. So if you want to buy and maintain, it is not easy. It is not recommended. Instead of buying our own servers, instead of maintaining our own way, just let us getting into the cloud. Whatever infrastructure we require, select it. Select. the infrastructure, then use it. Based on use it, we're gonna be pay rent. That's it. Got it? So any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Instead of buying and building, then use, then let us go for cloud, select, then use it and pay it rent. This is better. Got it very clear, all of you, please. So any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. But which cloud we're gonna be learning? Which clouds are available in the market? AWS, Azure, Google. These three are leading cloud providers are available in the market. But we're going to be learning in this course AWS. AWS, that we're calling as what? Amazon Web Services. In AWS, we're going to be discussing about, we're going to be learning totally four model: VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, S3 model. Total AWS, in the total AWS administration, we're going to be learning 40 plus services we're going to be learning totally. Totally, we're going to be learning 40 plus services we are going to be learning. But all these 40 plus services, we are dividing into the four model: VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, S3 model. Each and every model will discuss more than 2 weeks of time. We're going to be learning GUI, CLI, CF. 3 ways we're going to be learning all of each and every model. Graphically we're learning, commandly we're learning, file format, a template, with the template also we're going to be learning SPS. But what is a VPC? VPC is nothing but what? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? Server. RDS is nothing but what? Database. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. Repeat again. EC2 is nothing but what? Server. VPC is nothing but what? Network. RDS is nothing but a database. S3 is nothing but a storage. Okay. For deploying Flipkart kind of applications or websites, what kind of infrastructure can we able to get it from cloud as a rental based or not? Tell me. Understood very clearly. Yeah. But let us understand what is a VPC, what is EC2, what is RDS, what is S3. Let us understand for today. Just to overview. What is VPC? What is EPC? What is storage? Let us understand. Okay. So what is the VPC gate, please? Virtual Private Cloud. A office kind of network. So in your office, we have a computers, am I right? Those computers are connected with internet cable or no? That we calling as a private, a physical network. The same kind of a office kind of private network. If we can able to get it over internet in a virtual form is nothing but what? VPC. I repeat again. Virtually, if we can access any private network or office kind of private network, over internet is nothing but what? VPC. Yeah, anybody can able to getting into the AWS, and by creating an account, you can able to get a AWS, just like a Gmail, Facebook, how we registration, sign up the same way. We can do it in AWS also. Once if you are getting into the AWS, we can able to create your own private section. This is your private section. This is my private section. This is my friend's private section. So in your private section, like your own network, we creating a network. On top of, we gonna be placing a resources like a server, database. We gonna be creating. Okay, and these resources we are gonna be accessing. No one can hit. No one cannot be. No one cannot can't be access anybody, guys. Please. Got it. So by using VPC, what is a VPC? Virtual Private Cloud is your private section of AWS where we can able to place resources. And after placing resources, who can access, who can be access, we're going to be writing a rules and regulation. Based on rules and regulation, other people can access. And what about EC2? What about compute? Compute means what exactly? RAM, CPU, I4, I3, these are all we calling as what computing power. So this kind of computing power, if we can access over internet, an elastic form is nothing but what EC2. The flexible kind of computing power, if we can access over internet, we calling as what? EC2. One E, two Cs. That's what EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a server. Server is just like your laptop. Server is just like your laptop. Which are all the components available in your laptop? The same components you're using server also. Like RAM, CPU, motherboard, firewall, NIC card, the same. But your laptop is just for home purpose, browsing, internet, practicing DevOps, Java. So in dev environment, writing lines of code, developer lines of code for that. But server is not like that. Server is for deploying our application, placing our websites on servers and maintaining it 365 days and 24 hours. Let us understand with an example. For example, let us deploy a Netflix kind of application. I want to deploy a Netflix kind of application. How? What is the first step we need to do that? Please tell me. First, we need to create a network in AWS. First, we need to create a network. On top of we create a server, EC2. By using EC2, we can able to create a server. On top of the server, we placing Netflix kind of application. Once if it is placed, that website, we can access over internet like this. How we are accessing the same way? Okay, good, very good. But what about login information, customer information? Where exactly we can able to? Where exactly we can able to please? By using database. By using relational database services, we can able to get a database like MySQL, Oracle, database we can able to get it on top of, on top of. We are placing our customer information, login information, customer information in a tabular form. It's depending on operating system with rows and columns. With rows and columns. With the depending on operating system, in MySQL Oracle database, we're inserting customer information in a rows and columns, guys, please. It's good, very good. So very good. Yeah. So by using VPC, we can able to get network. By using EC2, we can able to get a server. By using RDS, we can able to get a database and we can maintain customer information. But what are the major purpose of Netflix? Browsing videos, web series, movies. Okay. But where exactly we can able to store larger kind of files like a Blu-ray kind of 3 GB, 6 GB of files can able to inserting into the database? No. We can't be inserting into the database, but for that we're gonna be using simple storage services. S3. Simple storage services. S3. By using this S3 only, we can upload or download any kind of files. Any kind of file like a PDF, doc, image, MP3 from where? Internet. Over internet, we can upload, we can download any files from your laptop or a device, your mobile, whatever need. Clear, all of you understood this. So simple storage service by using S3, we can able to upload or download any kind of file over a internet. It is just like your Google Drive. How we are using Google Drive? Here. The same way, we can use our S3 bucket also. The best example for S3 bucket is itself this PPT presentation. So what I'm explaining, this PPT is presenting from Google Drive itself, not from a laptop. Got it? For deploying our Flipkart kind of application, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can able to get it. On top of this infrastructure, we are placing or deploying our websites. While placing our websites, so we required an automated process. That automated process which you are calling as what? DevOps transparent pipeline. So repeat, whatever the lines of code, these lines of code, we're making working software. We're gonna be deploying our applications on hundreds of AWS servers. Hundreds of AWS servers within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate. Okay. DevOps is a process to automate. But while placing our website, where we need to place? On a AWS infrastructure only. I hope you people are understand very clear. DevOps is an automated process for making working software, delivering working software into the within a shortest time with high quality. But AWS are what? Providing infrastructure as a rental based. I hope you understood very clearly what is the major relation between AWS and DevOps. That's what we have to learn, DevOps and AWS. DevOps with AWS we are going to be learning, and completely AWS administration also we're going to be learning. Understood very clearly for today's session. Okay, so what we are going to be, what exactly we are understand for today, what I'm explained for today. Okay, tomorrow I'll implement in front of you practically. What is a cloud? I'll justification by tomorrow's session. So that means we are getting into the AWS cloud, creating servers, how to use the servers. That will be start from tomorrow. I will guide you how to create AWS account, how to create a server, and how to use the server will start from tomorrow. We're gonna be start from tomorrow practical session. That means our regular sessions also started. If anybody interested, please be registered. Please be do the payments. Please be do the payments. That is what exactly my end. Tomorrow we will be continue with same time, same link. Tomorrow we will continue with what? Same time, same link. Okay. Any question, please? You can chat with me. You can unmute. You can chat. You can unmute. You can talk to me also.
Sir, you told like AWS and AWS administration, right?
Yeah.
So what is the difference between
Nothing.
both?
Okay. For example, you're only teaching only AWS means we're gonna be using only whatever the service required for DevOps. That's it. We're not focusing administration point of view. Means
Okay,
administration point of view is nothing but the two roles. You can join as a DevOps engineer. You can join. You can get a job as administration. Administration can provide infrastructure for the infrastructure for database engineer also, network engineer also.
okay. So complete AWS will be
For
learning what?
example, as a DevOps engineer, required a server. For example, as
Okay,
a DevOps engineer, required a servers. From where we can
okay,
able to get it directly, we can able to getting it. We can't be getting real time. We have to approve getting the AWS admin, AWS administrator. He has to approve. You need to give a permissions. Okay, we have a login,
okay,
separate login based on the permission privilege. What are the roles and responsibility? What are the access? Based on the access only, we can able to get resources. But 100% we can't be access AWS.
okay. Got it.
We are a normal user based on the privilege.
Um,
Some certain limitations as a DevOps engineer. But if you are AWS admin, it is a fully controlled.
okay, okay. Got
Okay.
it.
On all the services, 100%.
Understood. So,
He is a provider. He's a provider to all, maybe. So he's providing infrastructure to DevOps engineer. Same way, he's infrastructure providing for artificial intelligence data science engineer also. He's providing infrastructure for data warehousing people also. The infrastructure he is providing infrastructure for like overall maybe all the fields we have in the software industry, all the fields. Yeah, it's a common
got
person.
it.
That is a different. Yeah, but look same. So for example, let's say I'll give an example. Maybe it is. It is silly, simple example, but we can understand very easy. So you have a cricket, am I right? Sachin Tendulkar is, Kohli, Sachin
Yeah.
Tendulkar. Better example, Sachin Tendulkar. Is a
Yeah.
batsman, am I right?
Yes.
That means you can't be called as a bowler.
Got it.
But he knows a little bit about he can bowling also. Zahir Khan is a bowler, but he can't we
Yes.
can't call as a batsman. Batting.
Got it.
The same way. So who is a specialist here? That's what. So like a DevOps engineer is a batsman. Okay. So
Okay.
bowler is a AWS. Simply like to understand. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. All are in the same field, same pitch, looking same, but it's different. Is that? That's what we're learning both. We're specializing both. After the course, we can decide which is better way. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Any question, please? Janardhan, Jeevan, Nitin, Shreya Patel, Shravan Kumar. Any question you can unmute, I can talk to me also. Janardhan, please.
Sir, I'm attending like 6 o'clock Spring Boot classes also. Like another 1 week is there.
Okay.
So I'm enrolling for this also.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 week I will be watching the recorded sessions and I will be like understanding. Is it okay? Like,
Is
will
it
I be
okay?
able
Is it okay? But at least, follow the recording lines at least 1 week.
Yeah, that is what. So within this 1 week, I'm able to
This
do
one
that
week
or
will
what?
be fundamentals only, basics and fundamental. Like, what I'm discussing next week, a basic
Mm-hmm.
understanding of SDLC, SL models,
Okay, okay.
like, what is the release, what is the sprint. So from
Understood.
what are the basics understanding of version control, how exactly developers writing lines of code, these basics will be covered. Easy to
Okay
catch up.
then.
But once if it is complete, these basics, it can't be catch up. I'm promising you.
No, no, no. Only just 1 week. I asked them like
Okay.
1 week will be there.
Okay.
So after that, I will be continuing.
Yeah, please. But at that those classes also very, very important. But you need
Yeah,
to follow recording line. You have to watch it, or else you can't get.
definitely. Yeah, I
Okay.
will be, whenever I get time, I will be doing that.
Yeah, please, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Uh, uh, Balaji, please. Balaji, Jeevan, Nitin. Balaji, have any question? Nitin, Shreya, Raj, Mishra, Nitin. Somebody's in the chat box. Yeah, sure. No, no,
I
Bal.
don't have any question.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Thanks for responding, Balaji. Jeevan, nothing, am I right? We clearly understood. Nitin, Nitin cleared. Raj Mishra, Shreya, Shravan Kumar. Good, good. Yeah, clear. Yeah. So tomorrow let us experience. Tomorrow we'll experience the same thing as a practical way. Yeah, that is the class for tomorrow. So yeah, great, great understanding for today. Great time with you. We'll continue by tomorrow. Thank you.